A few hundred years after the scientific revolution, scientists started looking more closely at how objects worked at the subatomic level, specifically at the behavior of atoms and their components. They found that the physical world at this level, under 1 micron or 1/50th of a human hair, did not operate exactly as Newton suggested in his classical theories. In the early 1900s, German physicist Max Planck, Werner Heisenberg, and theoretical physicist Albert Einstein challenged Newtonian theories at the subatomic levels and ushered in the discipline of quantum physics. A groundbreaking discovery confirming this new area of science was made in the famous double-slit experiment, first conducted by Davison and Germer in 1927. In this experiment, a beam of electrons was shown through a board containing 2 vertical slits and projected onto a screen. The classical physics model predicted that the light on the screen would be concentrated directly opposite each of the slits, just showing 2 lines of light on the screen. Instead, however, a series of several bright and dark bands appeared. The explanation for this was that the light coming through the slits did not move in a straight line as particles, but changed to behave as waves that either joined or canceled waves from the neighboring slit. This produced several bands of light on the screen, just like 2 intersecting ripples in a pond. This means that as electron particles passed through the slits, they changed to act like waves. In scientific terms, electrons exit as a wave function, meaning they can act like particle, discontinuous, and then convert to a wave, continuous, as a result of the collapsing of the wave function. So what does quantum physics have to do with angels? One fascinating example is presented by St. Thomas Aquinas, a Catholic Dominican friar and priest, a highly influential philosopher and theologian in the 13th century in Italy. He also spent a considerable amount of time studying angels, to the extent that he was also known as the angel doctor. In 1485 AD, Aquinas published the Summa Theologia, a compendium of theological teachings of the Catholic faith and nature of God. In this work, he discusses how angels move through space and time. The angelic movement can be continuous, but it may, on the other hand, take place as an instantaneous transference of power from the whole of one place to the whole of another, and in this case, the angel's movement will be discontinuous. In their book, The Physics of Angels, American theologian Matthew Fox and biologist Dr. Rupert Sheldrake point out that the discontinuous movement in which an angel jumps from one place in which it was acting to another without needing to pass through all the places in between is similar to the ideas about the movement of photons and other particles in quantum theory. This means that angels can exist as a wave function, both as waves and particles that travel between distances instantaneously. The scientific breakthroughs brought on through quantum mechanics do not prove the existence of angels nor a spiritual world, but they do provide a crack in the door from the mechanistic Newtonian world. Moreover, it starts to shed some light on the unseen world by beginning to explain the para in the paranormal and the super in the supernatural.